Hi, my name is Jazzy, and this is Jazzy Fit MBS. That stands for Mind, Body, and Spirit, where we merge fitness and faith together. Thank you so much for joining me today for this video. Today, I'm going to be talking about a topic that is a little quite sensitive to me. I want to talk about what it felt like to work in the fitness industry and not have the ideal body type, or to be considered what some people think would be fat or overweight or what have you. I would like to talk about that. If that's something you're interested in and would like to hear about, definitely go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe, grab you some popcorn, and let's talk about it. Let's jump right into it. So, a little bit of background about myself. I have been in the fitness industry for about 15 years now. I started off as a group fitness instructor. I'm now a personal trainer, and I love fitness. But my journey for fitness started out with after high school. I ended up getting married shortly after, having a good time, living, eating, whatever, and I did gain a lot of weight. Well, at one point in my life, at the height of I'm about 5 foot, 5'1". I was pushing probably like 165 pounds. So at my height, that is definitely considered obese. That is definitely considered, well, it's considered overweight. So I definitely was in a higher percentage range when it came to my height. Somebody my height was supposed to be probably around 120 pounds is what they recommend for you. So I ended up getting into fitness. A friend of mine invited me to a body pump class and I fell in love and I really wanted to do it. So after I took that initial class, I did body pump for probably about 6 months, and then I decided that I would like to pursue trying to, kind of stepping my toe into the water to being an instructor. Well, at that time, um, I had lost weight, so I was probably now closer to about, 145, 150. But in the fitness industry at that time, I was still considered overweight. So the women that I was surrounded with, like now you're able to see people like thicker women, and you're able to see women that have that lift weights, that build muscle, but that was not popular back then. So women were like this. They were like rails. And no offense to anybody that's thin, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's body type is different. But those were the women that I was surrounded with. I mean, super skinny women. They look like, so if you had to compare body types, it would be like a girl that ran a marathon. So you see the difference between a sprint runner running track and then a marathon runner. So I probably had more of the body type of a sprint runner or somebody that lifted weights, and then I was surrounded by women that pretty much were very, very, very tiny. So being in the industry, I will say that it was definitely, I loved what I did, so I didn't let that stop me. But when you do go out there and you start to teach classes, it can definitely be a little bit intimidating. It was definitely a little intimidating for me. I sold my personality. I have a good time. I love to make up new choreo. I love to do hard workouts. So that's kind of how I sold. I sold my personality. But I will say it gets hard. So when you see people that don't necessarily look like you and you know that you're kind of being judged for the way you look, it can definitely be an uncomfortable situation, and it's not for the weak. It's not, especially if you have any type of body issues or anything like that, something that I've suffered with. It's not for the weak. I will definitely tell you that. This industry, you're judged off your body, period. I mean, I hate to say that. And, you definitely, people will, if you do get an opportunity to have people give you a chance for your workouts and everything, and you're tough and you're great, that's great. And they will follow. I did have a following. I did have people that came to my classes that loved me. I did build that following, and that was through hard work, dedication, and just the personality and the light I shine through fitness for them. But at the same time, there are some people that will not come to your classes just by the way you look. A lot of people look at the instructor, and if the instructor doesn't look the way they imagine themselves looking or wanting to look, they're not going to even try your class. Even though you might give them an amazing, awesome workout, they're still not going to come. So I would have to deal with, I would say a couple of things that I dealt with is being judged for the way I look. And some people are just like, I'm not even going to try her classes because I know for sure she's not going to be able to give me a good workout. What I did like is when I did have the opportunity to sub for some people, that people were able to see me like, whoa, this is a really good workout. She's really good. Like, I'm going to try to come back and give her a chance. But off the bat, if somebody were to see me, it was totally different, you know? So also, you know, going to camps and doing things and going to trainings with other people and being the bigger person, like sticking out like a sore thumb because everybody is smaller than you, it can definitely play a role on your mental if you're not strongly developed mentally. So I suggest, I want to say I love it when people that don't have the traditional body type do go into fitness and do begin to teach classes, because there's somebody out there that feels like you do, and when they see that you can do it, you have your own niche and own group of people that are going to support you, which is amazing. And I think that now in this time, in 2024, it is so much different than it was in the 2000s. The look is so much different. Like, women are praised now for lifting, for having a nice, you know, muscular physique, a thicker physique and everything. And I will think I'll post some pictures up here so you can kind of see where I was. And some people would be like, girl, that's not fat. That's not, what are you talking about? In today's society, it was not. But back then, it definitely, definitely was. And until you work in this industry, you don't really know how it feels to be judged. So that is something I would like to tell anybody that's interested in being a group fitness instructor. If Do this if you really, really love it. If you love people, if you love working out with people, if you love pushing people to their max and being encouraging to them, definitely do it. But also know that in this industry, there is a lot of judgment. It's almost like, you know, if you do a pageant, they're judging you off your body, they're judging you off of certain things. So you have to be aware of that. My dog, he always wants to steal the show. One second, y'all. Sorry, I had to pause the video for a second, but I will say that when it comes to fitness, I always gave 110%. So, you know, sometimes when you are the bigger person, like in a training or something like that, you almost have to overcompensate. You almost have to make sure you're better because they don't expect you to be better. They don't expect you to be able to keep up with, you know, the thinner girls or what have you. And you got to kind of show them. So I loved. Now that my body, I feel like I do have more of physique that people are looking for now, and I do feel like people approach me differently with that physique. But at first, back then, I definitely will say that it was a lot harder. So if you're a person that you feel like you have a non-traditional body type and you want to get into fitness, I highly recommend it. We need to see more people. We definitely need that representation, but at the same time, I would say if you are getting into fitness, do your best to change and evolve your body to the absolute 100% best that it can be. Because there is no better person. I'm going to tell you, if you're in the fitness industry, you have a special niche if you have ever been overweight, if you've ever struggled with weight, or if you've ever struggled, like say you're maybe super thin and now you became muscular. That is a special niche. And what I will tell you is everybody loves an underdog. Everybody loves somebody who has triumphed over, and you can actually empathize with other people. Like, shout out to the people that have been skinny, toned, in shape, everything their entire life, never had an issue. I 100% like, that's awesome. I love that for you. But I really appreciate somebody who might have fallen off the wagon, or maybe they had a couple kids or gained 50 pounds, like COVID. We all know about that COVID weight or college weight, but then come back and have beat the system and know how to do it. Those are the people that I absolutely trust, because I know that you can empathize with me. You know what I'm going through. You've been there before. So I would definitely, definitely say do that, but just know what you're getting into in the fitness industry. It's an amazing industry. I've met some of the most amazing people in my life, but at the same time, there is judgment. You are going to feel kind of like you're under a microscope. And it's, a lot of people don't realize how it is to be that person that gets up in front of the class, that, people are talking, people are so I just wanted to kind of touch base on that. I made this a kind of short video. I would love to expound if you guys want some stories or want to hear about more situations. I just pretty much wanted to put it out there and say how it felt to be somebody that didn't have a traditional body type in fitness, but I kept pressing on and I changed my body, and I'm still changing my body, and keep watching out because I still have more and bigger things that I want to do. I'm a personal trainer as well, and I would love to be considered to work with you. I don't just work on the body, I work on the mind. Mind, body, and spirit is what we focus on. I feel like if you haven't got the mind part down, then you definitely are not going to be able to get the fitness part down. So I work with all of those things together. So if you're interested in working with me, I would love to hear from you. Feel free to shoot a comment below or feel free to email me. Either one, I would love to hear from you, and let's work together. Have you ever worked in the fitness industry or been in the fitness industry or just come to a gym and had the non-traditional body type? How did you feel about it? How did it make you feel working out with people that you see and you see like, man, they're your goals maybe? What did you feel when that took place? I would love to hear from you guys. I would love for you guys to comment below. And if you want some more or have any questions, I would love to answer those as well. Thank you guys so much for joining me here for this short video for Jazzy Fit MBS. And if you'd like me to expound on this, I definitely will. There go the dogs. All right, peace.